This is a Galaxy log for August 2021, and I have it subtitled, Now That's Cool. This past few months, this summer actually, the whole summer, has not been good weather-wise. And August was the same. I had one night out, and it was a short night, unfortunately. And I was able only to do one galaxy. It's supposed to be clear through the entire night, but unfortunately where I was at, it clouded up, and after I observed this one galaxy, and what can you do? There's nothing you can do with the clouds and the weather. You can't change that. But as I say, now that's cool. And the reason that is, we'll get to her in a moment. The galaxy is called NGC 7052. It's actually in the constellation Vulpecula. So it's in the boundary of Vulpecula, right on the border of Cygnus and Vulpecula. If you're doing a star hop to the galaxy, STScI would probably be the best way to do it and to get to the galaxy. But it was interesting that, I was actually observing the Dumbbell Nebula and decided, okay, now it's time to do galaxy log. And I thought, I remember in the back of my head there was a galaxy in Vulpecula, and I just remembered the number like that. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go for it. So as I said, the easiest way to star hop is actually from STScI. And here's a more close-up view from Stellarium Web. Here's Zeta right here, and you can see it's a fairly easy star hop from that point. Here's the Veil complex, so you're not too far from the Veil Nebula. And like I said, here's the galaxy right here. So it's pretty easy if you're star hopping to find this galaxy. So I have here as a web search. Interesting. Now, a lot of times after a night of observing, if I come home and or when I get home, and sometimes I'll get a bowl of cereal, and I might get on the computer or my tablet and look up some of the things that I looked at, and so I didn't expect much, when I typed in NGC 7052, and when I did that, all of a sudden it's like all this information about this galaxy and NASA and Hubble. It's like, what's this about, So here's an image actually taken of the galaxy from the Hubble Space Telescope. And it's an elliptical galaxy, but you can see there's some interesting things going on here toward in the center with this disk of material. And it's very bright. And the reason is because of this. So the NGC 7052 is a large elliptical galaxy with a supermassive black hole of approximately 300 million solar masses. The thinking is the dark disk comes from a collision with a smaller galaxy in a distant past and feeding the black hole. So I thought, oh, that's cool. And it kind of like when I looked at my notes and remembering when I saw the galaxy and then doing the near view image, which I'll show in a minute here, why I saw this galaxy the way it was, this bright little, well, it wasn't real bright, but you could see it was brighter towards the center, and the nucleus area actually stood out pretty well. So here's my near view image. The date is August 5th. Here's a right ascension declination. Here's the particulars of this galaxy, about 12.5 magnitude. Surface brightness isn't too bad. It's about 13.2. Size it's kind of small, but its distance it's out there. It's about 200 million light years away. The telescope I was using was my 12-inch f4. And I have eyepieces, which were two 5mm eyepieces, which gave me 240 magnification. Sky conditions at its time were very good. Both transparency looked really good, and seeing was very good, especially seeing. So the first view I took, I had was with the 58-degree eyepiece. Now it looks different here because they're the same size, but it's the same magnification, just a wider field, of course, much wider field. So with this eyepiece, I viewed it, and it looked really neat. You could see this oblong shape, very large, bright central region of the galaxy, and then this stellar nucleus, which at the time I thought, well, that's pretty neat. You see this nucleus. It's not a bright galaxy, but the nucleus kind of stood out a little bit. And I thought, wow, I'm in a really rich area of the sky, and I wanted a more aesthetic view. So let me pop in the 5mm 110 degree. And that's what I did here. And it was really a neat view. The galaxy stood out well, in this really rich region of the sky. And I thought, wow, this is nice and like that. But I'm wondering if my 4mm go up a little higher magnification, would be about 300 magnification, would look even better. The galaxy's surface brightness wasn't too bad. Sky conditions were really good at the time. And I thought, okay, let me put the 4mm in, but I want to get a nice view of this big field for a few more moments. And then all of a sudden I noticed the galaxy and the stars started getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And I looked up and it's like, oh, it's clouds. So more and more clouds kept coming in. I figured I'd wait because I really wanted to pop the 4mm in there and see if that was actually even a better view and do a near view image with that. And so I waited and I waited and I waited. And about 45 minutes later, it actually gotten worse. It was really bad. Almost the entire sky was clouded up. So I said, that's it. I'm not going to wait any longer. So I decided to pack it up. I thought, well, still, I got a really nice image of this galaxy on both eyepieces. Really like the aesthetic view with the 110 degree field. So that's where I did the near view image of this. And coming home and then seeing what this galaxy was all about kind of enhanced the whole flavor of, even though it was just one galaxy, but a really cool galaxy. That this is an active galaxy, that something's really going on here. And, seeing this little nucleus and realizing that, it's something the Hubble studying, and they're equating something like a supermassive black hole of about 300 million solar masses. So I thought that was really neat. So, but you can't do anything with the weather. You try, you can only do what the weather and the sky gives you. But I thought this was pretty neat. So let's do the summary. The dark site, again, was the dark site I've been using. Haven't been able to get to darker skies. This site is about a 30-minute drive north. It's about a little around 1,400 foot elevation, somewhere around there. So the elevation is good. Skies there are pretty decent. Here's Google Earth nighttime view of what it looks like. So it's not too bad. And in this particular night, like I said, when it was clear early on, I was getting some really good views of other objects. Like I said, the dumbbell I observed, the dumbbell nebula I observed before I went to the galaxy. It looked terrific. But unfortunately, you can't, like I said, you can't do anything with the weather. It's just the way it is. But at least I was able to get this one galaxy, this one neat galaxy. And I'm thinking also, next month in September, hopefully we can get a clear night of actually taking the bigger scope out to 22 to a darker location and really pumping the magnification up and seeing if I can get out of this galaxy. But I thought it's neat though that not only seeing this galaxy in an unusual place in the sky where you don't see a lot of galaxies, but also the galaxy itself is unusual. Here's the telescope. It's Marel Optics UK 12-inch f4. Really love the scope. One thing I did add to it is a Rigel quick finder next to the straight through finder I have here, which is a big help. But this scope really, I really enjoy using it. And as you can see, I have my observing chair here. I can sit and observe with this telescope. Optics are outstanding razor sharp optics. Very impressed with this telescope. The 5mm eyepiece, the 58 degree field, is actually a sky watcher. It actually came with my Skywatcher 120 ED Apo, and I just wanted to try it and how it looked through the Dob, the bigger Dob, and it worked great. It's a great eyepiece. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. But then when I went to the 110 degree field of view, was the APM 5mm eyepiece. This is another really good buy, I think, in astronomy. Really good optical quality. It's, you know, the eye relief isn't too bad. I really like this eyepiece a lot, and I think it does well even against the much more expensive eyepieces in this type of, you know, large field of view. So yeah, I really like it a lot, and gave a really great view of the galaxy. It's a shame that it clouded up, but at the time I was observing the galaxy with this eyepiece, it was really nice. It was really nice. So that's it for this short version of Galaxy Log. Hopefully September will, you know, give me much more opportunity, not only for more galaxies, of course, more than one, but also to get to darker sites that, like I said, it just hasn't been that good. So, well, anyway, clear dark skies and happy galaxy observing.